Australia are officially through to the round of 16 in the FIFA Women's World Cup following an emphatic 4-0 victory over Canada. Let's talk about it. What a magical night for Australian football, a huge one for the Matildas, and it's just such a roller coaster of emotions coming off that disappointing loss just a matter of days ago against Nigeria. And the post-match reaction from that game is the tone is completely different. Everyone was so concerned. Everyone was so down on Tony Gustafsson and some of his decision-making in that Nigeria game. And there was some hope heading into this game, but we were aware that it was going to be a tough match. But my goodness, we were expecting a close one, and it certainly wasn't that at all. Australia completely blew Canada out of the water with a massive 4-0 win. 2 goals for Hayley Raso in that first half. She was superb. For me, the player of the match. Should have been a third there. That was that disallowed goal. It was one of those murky ones where it was, how much was Carpenter interfering with play? She was just offside. Her boot was just offside. So it was one of those tricky ones, but it didn't matter in the end. And then Fowler with that goal just before the hour mark. And then Steph Catley, always confident from the penalty spot to make it number 4 for Australia. And not only get the win, but now top the group, which is pretty remarkable. We were worried we weren't even going to make it through to the knockout stage. But to come up with this performance and top the group thanks to a win in the other game, Nigeria and Republic of Ireland, that game ended 0-0. But this is just such a massive story for the Matildas now. And this win's an important one. It's an important one heading into the knockout stage because it wasn't just a sneaky, late win where we grabbed the late winner. It wasn't a 1-0, it wasn't a 2-1. It was a 4-0 victory against one of the best sides in women's football, against the current reigning Olympic champions in Canada, a team who beat us twice on home soil last year across a couple of friendlies. And Australia rocked up amongst, under pressure after that disappointing loss to Nigeria and pulled out a 4-0 victory. And you know what? We did it all without Sam Kerr. We did it all. We went through this whole group stage without Kaya Simon as well. There were injuries surrounding the Matildas, and we managed to do it. And the exciting thing heading into the knockout stage now, looking ahead, is that Sam Kerr will be returning for the knockout stage. You'd expect, at least, right? I mean, the word heading into this game is that Sam Kerr was fit and, was ready to be involved in this game. And it turns out with the result, we didn't even need her in the end. There was no point risking her. But you'd imagine with a week to prepare for the round of 16 match that surely she'll be fit and ready to go. And if she is, you've got to throw her in that starting lineup for sure. But there are some, there's going to be some selection headaches for Tony Gustafsson, that's for sure. It was interesting though, looking at the lineup, Van Egmond and Mary Fowler starting up front together. Mary Fowler was really playing as that striker, but played really, really well in that role, I thought. Caitlin Ford was fantastic as well. There really wasn't a poor performance from Australia. Defensively, we were superb. I thought Claire Hunt was unbelievable tonight. The clearances, the headed clearances, the tackles, the interceptions, just superb. I think for Australia, coming off this win, no one's going to want to be playing the Matildas in the knockout stage, knowing that on home soil, with their fans supporting them, Australia can get it done against anyone. Who will we be facing in the round of 16? It'll be that second place team from Group D, which as it stands is Denmark. It could be China. It could even be England, but I think Denmark is the most likely option. That game being played in Sydney next Monday night. A massive, massive match for the Matildas, who will be looking to go deep into this tournament. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Of course, we'll have more Matildas content coming out throughout the tournament as we soldier on into the round of 16. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Lockie. This is Coast Watch Football. Catch you guys in the next one.